okay, well, speak to my manager, let's work this out. The vibe immediately changed, and I was met with, well, we don't really have the budget to pay you or to do anything. And granted, I was stunned because in that month of December 2023 specifically, I made them around $72,000. And on top of that, to my knowledge, they had just paid another creator, non-Black male, who just had a birthday at their facilities, upwards of $1 million plus royalty. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, they had
This situation has to be addressed. As a woman of color owned brand, it is my responsibility to come here and address these allegations that are being made. So let's go ahead and talk about the situation.
They want us to get lost in the sauce and forget why we're here.
I want to expose Glamlite Cosmetics because I often feel like as Black creators, we are disregarded and devalued and our stories go untold. As of today, I have sold a total of $92,335.58 of Glamlite cosmetic products on TikTok Shop. My total products sold for this brand is 5,290. The total views that I've garnered for this brand on my page is 4,595,616 views. Now, I just want to be clear. This was all done without any ad code, without any targeted plan, without any paid promotion, without any contracts. This was just organic, me posting videos, y'all like it, y'all buy it, here we are. In December of 2023 specifically, I want to say I sold about $72,000 worth of Glamlite products. They invited me to their offices, to say thank you and to also discuss future opportunities. During this time, they mentioned an upcoming Black History collection with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that they wanted for me to be the face of, because obviously I'm Black and I was just, doing well. Now, again, up until this point, we've had no official business. So I did tell them, okay, well, speak to my manager, let's work this out. The vibe immediately changed, and I was met with, well, we don't really have the budget to pay you or to do anything. And granted, I was stunned because in that month of December 2023 specifically, I made them around $72,000. And on top of that, to my knowledge, they had just paid another creator, non-Black male, who just had a birthday at their facilities, upwards of $1 million plus royalty. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, they had a collaboration with Michaela, and I know for sure she's not cheap. So, at that point, I was definitely taken aback and definitely disappointed because, they hadn't even talked to my manager. Like, they didn't even know what my rates were to even deny said rates. And on top of that, it's like I had already proven myself for free in regards to the GMV that I could even make for that brand. And also in that meeting, the brand owner tried to smooth things over with, I'm also a Black woman. I'm Afro-Caribbean or whatever it is that she is. And, I get the struggle. I don't understand how she could understand any struggle when I've just made her company $72,000 in 1 month without any sort of advertising or anything like that. And she is to my face devaluing me and not even giving me the same common respect or courtesy to even speak to my manager or discuss any sort of possibility for anything financially when it comes to me being the face of a campaign that she wants to essentially exploit me as being, a Black person. Her brand is inclusive. Her brand is diverse. Well, it just seems very performative to me. But hey, that's just me. Nonetheless, at the end of the meeting, I did share with them, hey, you guys have me with this particular commission rate. That's not my normal commission rate. Can you please up my commission rate? I was told they didn't know how to put me on a targeted plan, but they would try to figure it out. Okay. So I left the meeting, weeks went by, no update on my targeted plan, no update on this Fresh Prince of Bel-Air collection. Okay, my manager emails them to follow up. No response. I didn't get a response until 4 months and 6 days later, in which still no update on my targeted plan. My plan still has not changed with this brand, although I've not posted any new videos about this brand, as well as that same collection that they told me they had no budget for me for, is the same collection that they invited for me to come out to the event for. As if the December meeting was not a big spit in the face, that email was an even bigger spit/slap in the face. I could have just left it at being disrespected back in December, but to circle the block and not respond for 4 months and 6 days, and then to email my manager back with basically nothing? I understand that I guess the brand is now taking a woman of color owned, we are diverse, we're about inclusion approach to the brand. However, as the great Kendrick Lamar said, you are not a colleague, you are a colonizer. And that definitely rings true in this case. And I am just so disappointed and I'm so disgusted in the behaviors of the owner of Glamlite Cosmetics and just of Glamlite Cosmetics in general. I hope that you guys do not have a similar experience, and I don't wish any hate upon the brand. I'm just sharing my story. Bye.
Hello everyone, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So
I feel like it pretty much goes without saying, but before y'all come for Kenya, I don't think she's seen it. I honestly don't think she's seen any of the Chanel drama. I don't think she's seen any of the Chanel Glamlite drama. I don't think she's seen the video. I don't think because the For You page been For You paging. Like I don't know what they doing with the algorithm, but everybody For You page is jacked up. I genuinely do not think that she's seen the controversy that's going on between Glamlite, the makeup brand. Y'all, I know y'all seen the Frosted Flakes palette and everything. Basically, for those of y'all that don't know, Glamlite and Miss Chanel, I think it's like Cristiano Chanel. Chanel basically spoke verbally with the owner of the company of Glamlite, and apparently she's saying that Glamlite didn't pay her commission rate. Now we did see the video, and Chanel did provide receipts. So Glamlite, what's tea, Bookie? I know y'all see Kenya's. She's on a Glamlite trip. Okay, I know y'all see that she in LA. Hear me out. I don't think she saw what's going on between Glamlite and Chanel. I genuinely don't think. Looking at the time frame that she did one size all the way to Glamlite, it's not given. She's seen what's going on. So before y'all jump down her throat, give her an opportunity to at least see what the heck is really going on. Because I genuinely, in my mind, I genuinely don't think that she would have agreed to do that if she knew that another black woman wasn't, because she stands up for black women, black creators, and she's a black owned business who has also spoken out highly against the shops on TikTok shop and how they don't pay black women correctly. So I don't feel like this is something that she would do knowing what's going on between Glamlite. Do I feel like Glamlite used Kenya during this time because of the clout that Kenya already has and from her recent collab with One Size? Absolutely. The timing is suspicious, and Glamlite know that we see you, Bookie. We see you. Okay, it's oddly and eerily suspicious. However, I don't think Kenya saw that video. The For You pages has been crazy right now. It's been insane. However, I'm proud of you, Kenya. Keep your head up, girl. But listen, you may want to go ahead and take a look at those videos, Kenya. You may want to go ahead and take a look at those videos, and you may want to talk to whomever brought you on that trip, because I promise you. You remember the term token black girl? That's all I'm going to say. Now, they're going to pay you your rate, girl. They're going to pay you right just to spite Chanel and to like repaint the picture. They're going to pay you your rate, my love. They're going to take good care of you, but it's to spite somebody else. And I did not feel comfortable seeing her Glamlite trip and like all that. I didn't feel comfortable seeing that, knowing full and well what the controversy that's going on between Chanel and Glamlite right now. We see you, girl. We see you, Glamlite. We see what you doing. We're not dumb. That's not cool.
So also, I really hope, I love Kenya Down, the lady who do the makeup. I really hope, because she's on this Glamlite brand trip, that like maybe, just maybe, she's trying to get through the brand trip, but then she's gonna come back and speak on the fact that they did that other girl wrong. Kristen, I can't remember her name. Cute lady though, you know, because we seeing in real time what it's doing to Fanita. Like, we see in real time, like, not having people back can be the detriment to you, yourself, and your own personal brand. So I really hope that she speaks out, but she normally does, and I feel like she will. I just feel like she in the middle of the brand trip right now, so maybe she can't at the moment.
Bro, are you watching this drama with the Glamlite creators that are not getting paid for their TikTok shop stuff? There's so much drama around content creation, people not even telling you when they're doing an ad, whatever. But I just think it's generally wild that these companies are totally fine and okay with not paying their creators their worth. The one specific creator, you can probably find her, she's probably on your For You page. She did her ad, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong though, for free the first time. And then when they asked to partner with her, she was like, yeah, we can make a deal. And they were like, oh, we can't pay you anything. And that's rude, because then they went right after that and went and paid somebody else like $1 million. They wanted her to do a whole campaign basically promoting to the Black community. Are you kidding me? Like, I just genuinely don't understand why people think that that is actually okay in today's world. Isn't it 2024? Stop promoting and buying from these companies who genuinely just want to steal from you and other creators and just don't care. Like, if somebody's promoting for you, pay them. If you genuinely can't pay them, like, I get that. If you can, like, send them free product, whatever, work out how you gotta work it out. But it's a slap in the face that you tell someone you can't pay them, but you go and pay some other creator like $1 million. I just genuinely don't understand the disrespect.
This situation has to be addressed. As a woman of color owned brand, it is my responsibility to come here and address these allegations that are being made. So let's go ahead and talk about the situation. This situation has been a huge misunderstanding. First thing is first, I have never told Christian Chanel, not me or anyone on my team, whether via email, text message, or DM, that we didn't have a budget for her. Late last year, Christian joined our affiliate program, and automatically me and the team reached out to her so that we can invite her to our warehouse. We absolutely love her energy and wanted to just meet in person with her and continue working with her.
You guys, we're at Glamlite. Look at like all of the cuteness that they have set up for me. Like, no team has ever treated me this good.
Oh, you're so sweet. I personally exchanged phone numbers with her that day, and I told her I would love to continue working with you. I have an amazing partnership coming up next year, 2024, which is going to be our Fresh Prince X Glamlite collection. And I would love to have you be part of that collection, whether it's as a model or the face of the campaign, or even just doing joint promotion for the collection. On December 29th, I received a text message from Christian that she wanted to follow up in regards to maybe discussing the partnership. Because I'm only one person, I'm the CEO of the company, I run finance, I do product development, I help pack orders, I go on live, I do the licensing. I'm already spreading myself thin enough, so therefore I can't handle day-to-day communications with influencers. Therefore, I told her I was going to connect her with my team member. I gave her the information of a marketing assistant who had just joined our team probably 2 months prior. I delegated the tasks and responsibilities to my assistant to be in charge of coordinating with Christian to make sure that we were able to make this partnership as successful as possible. My assistant received an email from Christian Chanel's manager in January. Even though I wasn't CC'd on that email, she brought it to my attention and asked me how I would like to address it. So therefore, I informed her of whatever we were going to be offering Christian as a model, and she began to draft that message. You know, I reviewed it for her. It was 5 paragraphs. It covered absolutely everything on all the information that we wanted Christian to know. In addition to giving Christian Chanel my personal phone number, which I rarely do, our VP also gave her his phone number just in case she needed anything from us. She can have the direct communication with us. He reached out to her in February. He was inviting her to an event. Literally, she left him completely on read, never even responded to the messages. Due to unforeseen circumstances, the team member that was in charge of reviewing that communication ended up leaving the team right around the end of January, which only left us with one marketing assistant. Our Fresh Prince collection was originally supposed to launch February 2024. However, we made a few internal decisions to postpone the launch to the end of May. Therefore, the campaign that we were going to work on with Christian, we weren't going to be doing any planning for it until a few weeks from now. And here is where the misunderstanding happened. So I approached my assistant and I asked her, hey, what ended up happening with Christian Chanel? Did did you ever hear back from the email that you sent to her? And that's when she's like, no, I haven't heard back from them. So I said, you know what, let's go back into the email. Let me see what you said to them or what was their response. And as soon as she clicked that email open, I saw that the email was on drafts. And this is a mistake that could happen to any one of us. It was something that it wasn't done with malice. It wasn't done with ill intention. On the contrary, this is something that I'm apologizing to her for. This is me giving you a sincere apology for something that could have been easily avoided, something that it was an oversight. And the heartbreaking part of the situation is that even if I would have received like a simple text message, hey Giselle, like I didn't hear back from your assistant, or telling Anthony, hey Anthony, I didn't hear back from your assistant, I would have had the opportunity to make it right. I would have been more than honored and more than happy to go ahead and address the situation because I was really excited to work with her. In the email that was sent to her, which I'm going to attach right here, not once did I ever mention we don't have the budget for you. Whether it was text message, whether it was phone call, we have never said those words to Christian Chanel because we believe in supporting Black content creators, and not just Black content creators, but content creators overall. When my assistant sent out that last email, we were still unsure if we were going to continue with the campaign overall, just because we were more focused on creating tutorials and just hosting an event for micro-influencers. Now, let's address the biggest misconception that happened from this misunderstanding. In Christian Chanel's video, she mentions that she brought in $93,000 in sales for a brand, which I'm ridiculously grateful for. However, as a TikTok Shop affiliate, she earns 15% of the entire sales that happen. Through the videos that she created, she earned $13,700, which were paid directly to her by TikTok. And I'm over here attaching the screenshot so that you can see the evidence. So I just want to clarify that never have I asked Christian Chanel to do this campaign for free. Never have I told her that I don't have a budget for her to create content or do this campaign. On the contrary, as a woman of color on brand and someone that's been doing social media marketing for almost 9 years, and I do constant campaigns, every single model, hairstylist, MUA that's ever been on my set, whether you're white, black, blue, or red, every single person has been compensated fairly. And I'm not just talking about now. I'm talking about even when I first started, even when I barely could afford to fund my first palette, my very first campaign that I literally had to save up for. I had to pay those makeup artists. I paid the models. Whatever profit I was going to make went to paying for that campaign. So if I was doing that back then, I'm definitely not going to be asking for free content now. That's not who I am, and that's not how I operate a business. From the bottom of my heart, I genuinely just want you to be able to go through those messages that I attach here and see where did I ever ask her to pretty much to exploit her. I would never do something like that. I'm all about uplifting content creators. In the past 12 hours, I've been called a colonizer, I've been called a racist, and everything in between. I'm not even going to repeat some of the words that I've been called. It really breaks my heart because this situation could have been so easily avoidable. Christian, you could have sent out a message to me directly and said, hey Giselle, I feel left out. I didn't get a response when I sent out that one email, and I would have gladly made the situation right by you. Now let's address the second serious allegation that was made in that video. She stated that I paid a particular influencer over $1 million plus bonus and royalties to come to our warehouse and promote our products. This Hispanic beauty influencer that I invited to my warehouse was actually last year. The videos that she's referring to were from last year that we just posted now. I had reached out to him because he had been showing genuine love and support through my brand through his reviews. And the same way I did with her, I reached out to him and said, hey, I would love to have you over at my warehouse. We got some decorations, very simple decorations from Dollar Tree. We got him lunch. And we have not paid him not even a single dollar, not even 4 cents. This was literally just hanging out with an influencer and getting to know him better. 2, I have never told her that it was not in our budget and that we couldn't afford her. 3, any content that she created, organic content that she created on her own free will through TikTok Shop, she was fully compensated for. As a woman, we should not be putting ourselves against each other. This situation could have been avoided with just a simple communication. I would have gladly had this conversation with you. I would have apologized in person. I would have jumped on the phone call with you to make it right, because at the end of the day, that's the least thing I've ever wanted to do, was to make someone feel like they were unappreciated, especially someone that was supporting my brand and showing me genuine love. However, I'm not going to come here and give you a blank apology, because that's something that I see done very often in the beauty community. Instead, I want to turn a negative situation into a positive situation, one that we can all learn and grow from. Therefore, I'm going to do something very special to show how much inclusivity means to me and the change that I want to see in the community. Therefore, I'm personally pledging $100,000 to POC micro-influencers. As I mentioned before, I don't believe in sponsorships just because I think it's unethical to pay someone to review a product and tell them what to say. Therefore, what I have done in the past with these particular pledges is I pay you to create content. I pay you strictly for your tutorial. I send you the product. I agree on a rate with you. And once you post your content, you're free to say whatever you like. With that being said, I just want you guys to know that mistakes do happen, and sometimes they don't come from an ill place or with ill intention. It's just human error. Something as simply as not clicking send on an email has caused all of this controversy. And you know what? Like I said, I can only grow and learn from here, and I hope to continue to be a light of beacon for some people in the beauty community.
Okay, so I cannot be the only one who is keeping up with this Glamlite versus Christian Chanel drama. And I want to talk about it so bad. So I decided to write a few questions down in my Hello Kitty notebook that I want answered. Okay. Well, I don't want an answer. I really want to discuss it with you guys. Okay. So question number 1 that I have is, do you believe that this situation was a genuine undercut against Christian Chanel or a mass miscommunication? My second question that I have is, why was the Glamlite CEO wearing that wig during her apology video? And my last question that I have is, do you think creators and makeup influencers should stop working with Glamlite because of this? Okay, so I'm going to answer the first question, and you guys can answer in the comments. So the first question again was, do I believe this was a genuine undercut? No, I don't. I believe that it was a mass communication and expectations were not set, and Glamlite themselves have even admitted to dropping the ball on that. Now, do I believe that Christian Chanel is entitled to feel the way she does? Yes, I do. Because especially if you've been doing this for a long time and you've been like sponsoring this brand, you expect to get respected and to at least have like some type of professional communication. You guys can't be doing this game and not have a sense of professional communication between you and your influencers who help sell your product. Question number 2 was, why was the Glamlite CEO wearing that wig? Okay, so after I watched Christian Chanel's video and she said that the CEO said that she was Afro-Caribbean, I was like, oh, I never would have gotten that because I've seen that girl in videos before, and I didn't think she was Afro anything, okay? But maybe I do have astigmatism, So when I finally, I'm scrolling and the algorithm works in mysterious ways, and I get to it and she's wearing that wig, it did not sit right with me. I think she did it to get the sympathetic vote, and not a fan of that. And the final question, do I believe creators should stop working with Glamlite? In this one, right now, I don't believe so. Reason being is because it's still too early to tell if this really was just a mass communication with poor professional, etiquette going on, or if Glamlite genuinely is undercutting people of color creators who use their products. So I personally don't know. I'm not an influencer. I can't speak for if creators should stop working with them or not. I'm going to take the Aaron Burr approach. I don't have an answer, okay? I don't have an answer for that. Because it's still just, I don't know. We got literal people on here trying to, indoctrinate people into cults. So I believe this just being makeup. I don't know if creators should stop working with them or not. But anywho, guys, that was my nice little kiki that I decided to have with y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.
Now, I have been on the whole Glamlite Cosmetics drama situation, but as a content creator on TikTok, I'm not a makeup content creator, although I do some of my videos putting on makeup. But I do know with the whole not paying Black creators and white creators the same, I know that all too well because my TikTok is at almost 28,000 subscribers. And I also have a TikTok shop, and people also send me stuff to promote for them. And, you get a commission like 10%, 15%. But I can tell you for a fact that Black creators does not get paid as much as white creators or other race creators does, because I have been doing it for a few years now, and every single time I get reached out to, I always get offered to send for them to send me free products, but I never get offered a commission to actually like payment to actually do it plus the commission. And I know my friend who is a white creator and she's on TikTok, she basically get paid to promote those items on top of the commission that she make. I guys, my tea is really hot. My tea is hot and this tea is piping hot. But anyways, she gets paid extra to promote the products that she gets sent, and on top of that, she gets sent free products. As for me, whenever they reach out to me to promote products, they usually just offer me, oh, you can get a commission like 10% or 15% for promoting this product. But I'm not really that much on TikTok anymore just because TikTok is very fickle. TikTok is very like sensitive when it comes to like certain stuff. If you say certain stuff they don't agree with you, they will ban or they will restrict your videos. So I don't really make that much videos on TikTok anymore. But I do know where she's coming from because I myself have experienced that, and it's not funny. It's not nice at all because we know that we are being suppressed as Black creators. We are being suppressed, and the other creators who basically do nothing except for just stand in front of the freaking camera and just do something so simple, and they get pushed to the algorithm. So I do know what she's talking about. I do my heart does go out to her, and I hope they fix the situation. But the one thing that I know that she did wrong is the fact that she didn't even set a price, and she was bringing these people so much business. And this girl, when I tell you her makeup be on fleek, her makeup be on fleek all the time. So she's an amazing makeup artist, and whatever else she does, I'm pretty sure she does it well. But her makeup, never wrong, never bad, never a bad looking makeup in this lady's face. So whatever they did to her, that was so wrong. But then again, I also blame her for not going for not following through with the proper paperwork and everything when she first started. And even after they saw how much money she was bringing to the company, they should have offered her the price that she deserved because clearly she was putting in the work, but she was not getting the result that she wanted. And as quote unquote a Black owner of the company, sis, you know how they say kinfolk is not can whatever the saying is, basically the people that look like you are not usually for you. So that's what this lady is giving, because how are you paying the white content creators but you're not paying the people who look like you the same amount? Why? Because the makeup look better on them? Why? Because they do a better job? Because majority of the time they don't do a better job. But you know what Black content creators do? We give you honest reviews. So if we try to make up and we do not like it, we will tell you straight up. But the white creators like Michaela, which I love this girl, she give off real fake to me, but some of her videos are nice, and I like to watch her videos sometimes. But she is always going to tell you this product is amazing, even though it's not, because she's getting paid top dollars to tell you. Well, maybe we would tell you that the product is amazing if we were getting paid for our work, but we're not getting paid for our work. As Black creators, I can see where she's coming from because I'm part of that too. I'm almost at 28,000 subscribers on TikTok, but I don't really promote that much on TikTok anymore because I'm not getting paid for the work that I do. For example, there's this one bra that I was promoting, and I sold so much of the bra, and I only got like $2, $2.50 off each sales, and they're selling the bras for like $37. I mean, I haven't pulled it out. The commercial is still being, shared all over the internet right now. You probably will see me in this black bra, cute hairs, Valentine's Day commercial that I did for them. But that they're making so much money off of that ad that I made for them, but I'm only getting paid like $2.50 per sell that I make off of that ad, but they're using my likeness for it. When I find out how much other people were making off of the same thing that I'm doing, I was shocked. I was real shocked. And yes, I was receiving a lot of free stuff, but at the end of the day, too, I'm still working. I still need to get paid. So as a new creator who was finally monetized and finally was being reached out by brands and everything, I was excited because I was like, oh my God, I'm finally getting free stuff from like brands for, doing the same videos I was already doing. But then also I actually want to get paid for my work because I do good work. Clearly, because the bra video is doing amazing and people love it and they're buying because of my review. So yeah, I think I think she should have gotten paid a lot more. She should have gotten paid the money that she requested because I 100% believe that she would have done a great job for that company. And the fact that they try to use her by saying, oh, they would have put her face on like the Fresh Prince makeup thing, but not want to pay her. What kind of nonsense is that? This is not modern day slavery. We're not working for free here. No, no. Anyways, guys, go ahead and click anywhere in the video for the next